At the beginning of the film, we see a mother and daughter in a house. The mom was very scared because very strange incidents were happening in their surroundings. Her daughter explained to her, "Mom, there is nothing like that. We are safe." But her mom still forbids her from going outside and says, "No, don't go out. There is danger outside." Her daughter does not listen to a single word and goes outside, after which she started hanging clothes outside to dry. But just then, she heard the loud sound of some strange creature, some demon. She understood that now she too would not survive. When she turned around and looked, a strange creature that had no eyes was standing behind her. That creature killed her by attacking just once. As she died, when the girl screamed for the last time, her mom heard her voice and understood that her daughter too had become a victim of the same demon that was spreading destruction throughout the city. Out of love for her daughter, she came outside in agony, but she found this to be her worst decision. Terrified, she now went inside the house, but she realized that the monster must have entered her house by now. To escape from it, she went and took out a gun from her drawer. She was not making any sound because she knew that this monster cannot see. It just gets attracted toward them by hearing sounds. She felt that she would kill the demon. She did not want to lose this last chance. She wanted to save her life. But she was also feeling very scared. Her hands were trembling badly. She moved forward with light steps. But in this rush, a bullet from the gun fell down, and just this much noise was enough to attract that monster. That monster now came and stood behind her, and suddenly attacked her too, killing her as well. After this, we were shown a terrifying and strange form of this monster. A bizarre kind of liquid was coming out of its mouth, which looked very disgusting. The scene cuts, and now we are shown the movie's main character, Rita. Rita's mom lives in the same city where this movie started, and where that monster is. Rita's mom had not told Rita about anything happening in this city, but Rita was worried about the fact that her dad had not come home for the last 3 days. Then her mom made an excuse, and said that he often doesn't come home, and will arrive eventually. But Rita's worry does not decrease, and she decides that tomorrow itself she will come to this city with her family. Her mom tried hard to forbid her, saying, "Don't come here, as there is danger here." But Rita did not listen to a single word of hers. Anyway, morning arrives, and it is shown that Alan and Rita were getting ready to go to her mom's house. In a short while, Ben also arrived after getting ready. They asked where Charlie was. They were asking about their daughter. Then Ben told them she is still fighting with Tyler today. Tyler was actually her friend. He asks his dad that if things don't work out between them at all, why don't they leave each other? Then his mom explained that this is how it is in relationships. You have to give time to relationships. Then everything becomes fine. In a short while, Tyler and Charlie also come out. Charlie tells her mom and dad that actually Tyler had planned something else for me. But now, because we had to go to Grandma's house, I was just forcing him to come along with me, and Tyler had agreed. Now these 5 set out from the city to go to their grandma's city. After traveling for about half a day, these people reach Rita's city, where, outside the city, they could see a lab. They questioned Rita about this lab, so Rita said that no one knows what kind of experiments take place in this lab and why this lab is here. This lab has just been here for years. Perhaps since my childhood, it was written outside the lab. Danger. Some dangerous tests are going on here. Anyway, these people now sit in the car and complete the journey from this lab to their house. Rita was very excited to meet her mom after years. But as soon as she went home, the strange thing was that the doors of her house were open, and neither her mom nor her dad was inside. She searched the entire house. When she became terribly worried, then Alan said there is no need to worry. Who knows, maybe she has gone to her neighborhood. Thinking this, Rita now went to that house from which this movie started, and where the 2 women were found earlier. The surprising thing was that this house was also open, and was lying in such a way as if no one lived there. Even after calling out a lot and searching the whole house, she does not find anyone here and she gets worried. Then Alan says maybe these people have taken your dad to the hospital. Your dad's health also often remains poor. When these people were about to go out of this house, they noticed bloodstains in various places in this house, and seeing this, they got scared. They could not understand what exactly had happened in this house, or in this city. Anyway, for the time being, Rita comes back to her house and tells her children that they are going to the hospital to find her mother, in which Ben also insists on going with them, so these people agree. Now, as soon as these people sat in the van to go to the hospital, it was a strange thing. Their van stopped working, which had come here running perfectly until now. Alan was very shocked. How could this happen? He had brought this van after getting a new service done. Anyway, there was no time to think about all this. They get out of the vehicle, and, giving Tyler and Charlie the task of checking this vehicle, they themselves set out for the hospital on foot. When these people were walking in the city, they felt very strange. They did not find a single human being for as far as they could see. All the hotels, houses, and shops were open as if no one lived in them, as if no one cared about these places. Rita was also terribly worried. What was going on in this city? Her mom had never told her anything either. It had been many years since she herself had come to this city. Had everyone abandoned this city? At this time, they were checking a restaurant, where they saw a fresh, bloody handprint on the glass. These people get scared and go inside while opening the door. This was a kitchen where a man was in a terrible condition. They saw that he was covered in blood and was very close to death. Before dying, he explained to Alan, "Go away from here. Do not stay here. If you stay here, you will be killed. He will come and kill you." After saying all these things, that man dies there. Alan understood that some entity, some strange thing, had come into the city which was killing and eating all the people, and now their lives were also in danger. Unaware of all these things, outside, Tyler and Charlie were still checking the car. Tyler was surprised at how this car could have stopped, because everything in it is perfectly fine. Charlie had become quite bored standing here. She said to Tyler, "You look at this van. I'll just go through the farm and come back." Saying this, she left from there. Walking here today, she too was feeling strange. She saw no human, and the farm was also completely empty. She was going inside absent-mindedly, and suddenly a bottle fell from her. She did not know that what happened unintentionally could also become her death. The monster had heard the sound of the bottle falling. The monster's terrifying face was shown, which has now come here to this farm, and now suddenly, that monster also came in front of Charlie. Seeing it, Charlie was left shocked and troubled. She was severely terrified. Running fast, she went inside another room, and upon going there, she lost her senses. She saw that her grandma had been tied and hung in a cocoon by this very monster, as if this monster had kept her to eat later. Seeing Charlie, her grandma says to her, "You run. Do not make a sound. He gets attracted toward you by sound. He cannot see. You just run and save your life." Before Charlie could run from here, the monster comes from behind and attacks Charlie. Before this monster could kill her further, she pushed this monster away with her hands and ran from here. Running, she went to Tyler, who became terribly worried seeing her injured. But there was no time to explain anything now. She caught Tyler's hand and ran toward the truck, taking him with her. Before these people could sit inside the truck, hearing the sound of the truck opening, suddenly that monster came behind them, attacked Tyler, and killed him. Charlie was inside the truck. She could see how that monster was attacking Tyler and tearing him apart to eat him. She could not bear to see all this. She closed the truck door and suddenly the monster attacked the truck. He knew that Charlie was inside the truck, but he did not know how to open the truck. As long as Charlie was inside, she was safe. To get Charlie, this monster tries to break the truck but cannot break it, and then started eating Tyler again. First, he picked Tyler up and threw him on top of the truck, because of which Tyler's bloody hand got all over the window, and Charlie sitting inside became even more panicked. Just then, we see that Alan, Ben, and Rita had also reached here to save Charlie. But they did not know that Charlie had already become a victim of that monster. These people also see the monster's handprints on that truck. They knew that now they would have to move forward slowly, otherwise the monster would make them its victims as well. After taking just a few steps forward, these people were shocked to see that the monster was tearing Tyler apart and eating him. They had to save Charlie somehow now, who was inside the truck. But they knew that if they opened the truck, the monster would suddenly be attracted toward them. According to the situation, the right thing was for these people to leave Charlie in the truck and go hide inside the house themselves, and these people do exactly that. Going slowly inside the house, Alan closes the door and explains to Rita, "Look, he cannot see us. We will remain silent. We will wait for morning. We will save Charlie and leave from here. Other than this, we have no motive." Charlie, sitting inside, was also watching her family from the window. After waiting for a long time, Alan slowly opened the door and came out to save Charlie. They felt that the monster had left from here. Therefore, Alan opened the truck door comfortably. But as soon as he made a sound, that monster came near them. Now, along with Charlie, Alan's life was also put in danger. He knew that two people would not be able to escape together. Therefore, Alan decided to give his sacrifice and said to his daughter, "When I make noise, you run from here." According to his plan, Alan screams loudly here, because of which the monster comes and attacks him, and Charlie runs from there toward the house. As soon as they went inside, Rita quickly takes her daughter and lays her on a bed. Her daughter was badly injured, and they did not know what Alan's condition was outside. Whether he was alive or dead, these people could not even go and check. Ben was very much panicked. He asked his mom, "Mom, what exactly is all this happening?" So his mom told him, perhaps this is the work of the people from the lab outside. They were trying to make some powerful thing or weapon. Due to their experiment flopping, this monster must have been created. And perhaps taking advantage of the opportunity, that monster also became free by overpowering all those lab people. Here, Charlie's condition was bad. Before becoming unconscious, she tells her mom, meaning Rita, that Grandma is hung in a cocoon by this monster in the shed behind, and she is still alive. Hearing this, Rita's mind went haywire. A new thought came into her mind. She forgot to work on Alan's plan. She forgot that they had to leave from here silently as soon as it was morning. Instead, now a new plan started forming in her mind that she has to save her mom. She says to Ben, "You stay with Charlie. I will save my mom and bring her back." Ben was with Charlie, and what did he see? That slowly, teeth were coming out from inside Charlie's wounds. That is, she had also become infected and was turning into a monster, and perhaps Charlie had also understood this very thing. Unaware of all these things, Rita had now reached the shed, where she went and saw that her mom was hung in a terrible condition. She just wanted to get her mom out of here silently. But just then the monster also came here. Rita knew that if she made a sound, she too would be killed. To hide herself, she went into a water tank, and the sound of the water spoiled the whole matter. Before the monster could attack Rita, Ben reached here, and, by making a sound, attracted that monster toward himself. This monster was now moving slowly to kill Ben. Before he could attack Ben, someone pulled Ben from behind. It was shown that this was none other than his dad, Alan, who was still alive and had come here to save him. He tells Ben to run from here, and once again thinks of giving his own sacrifice to save his children. As soon as Ben runs from here, he himself makes a sound, and the monster attacks him this time as well. This time the monster had stabbed Alan so many times that there was no life left in him. Rita cried seeing this. She knew that her husband's life was gone, and in a short while, her mother's life would also be gone. The best option she had was to save her son Ben's life. To save her son, Rita runs far from here and screams loudly so that the monster leaves Ben and gets attracted toward her. Even after screaming, she was running, and while running, she came into the truck, into which the monster also came, and as soon as the monster entered, she closed the truck so that her son would remain safe outside. Inside, the monster had also attacked Rita. On the other side, Ben did not understand what he should do. He goes to meet his dad for the last time and sees that there was still some life in him. In the final moments, he says to his son Ben, "You go away from here. It is better that you save your life, and after we die, just remember us." Ben's condition was miserable. In a single day, his entire life had changed. His mom, dad, sister, everyone was killed. After his dad's death, he leaves him behind and comes to his grandma's house, where he had left Charlie locked up. Arriving here, he saw that Charlie had ended her own life because she knew that if she didn't die, she would turn into a monster. Seeing his sister dead, a fire of rage is ignited within him. He now thinks of taking revenge and picks up the gun from his grandma's house. Ben no longer cared about his own life. He just had to avenge his family. He knew that the monster was inside the truck at this time. As soon as he opened the truck, the monster would come in front of him. He didn't even know whether the monster would die by his bullet or not. He only knew that the fire of his revenge would subside a little. He opened the truck door, and before the monster could come out, his luck played its part. The army personnel had reached here to catch that monster, but they arrived very late, so late that the monster had killed all the people in the entire city before their arrival. Now, an army man pulls Ben away from that monster. He was like a madman, he couldn't understand anything. He now looked at his arm, where teeth had also started emerging. This meant that he too had become infected, and was going to become a monster in a short while. It is shown here that the army personnel went inside the truck and finished off that monster. But they do not know that in a short while, they are going to face another monster, and with the mystery of what will happen next, this story ends here.